gonna like if I... Well, let's see. Okay. I'm not focusing on you because I think this is going to be deleted. So I'm focusing more on you. Yeah. What I'm about to read is Jeremiah 50 and 51. And since I don't think that I have enough room, I'll be stopping every 10 minutes. Okay. King James Version of Jeremiah 50 and 51. The word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And this is prophecy, and I don't know about you, but Iraq, well, Babylon, is currently located in what is currently Iraq. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken to pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken to pieces. For out of the north, there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. As far as I can tell, that hasn't happened yet. Right now, Russia is coming down and helping, possibly going to help the Kurds by bombing ISIS. In those days, and at the time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together. Going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord their God. Of course, Israel has come down into Israel, or Holy Land, and that's happened for some time. But it says the children of Israel and the children of Judah. So you got two types. You got the Jews and you got Israel. And to me, the Kurds are what's left of the diaspora Jews, or Israelis, when they left Babylon a long time ago. And so they don't know that they are Israelis. They just think they're Sunni Muslims, But I think eventually they will, pretty soon, end up with the Jews and seek their Lord, and seek Zion. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, Come, and let us join ourselves to the Lord, and the perpetual covenant shall not be forgotten. Now God's talking, my people have been a lost sheep. My people have been a lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains, and the Kurds are in the mountains. They've gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. They don't even know they're Israelis. They just think they're, either European Muslims, Sunni Muslims. All that found them have devoured them, and the adversaries have said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord. They've habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. The Nazis use that against the Jews, and even the Catholics, the Inquisition, use that against the Jews, pretty much. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he-goat before the flocks. And you'll see why pretty soon. For lo, I will raise and cause to come against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. And now, I don't know if this is talking about Russia, or this was passed with the UN in America, North America, during the first Gulf War, I don't know. And they shall set themselves array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And during the Gulf War, and even the word that came later, the arrows, the missiles were as a mighty expert man. They were smart bombs. And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. Now, I used to think this was talking about Iraq and Saddam and all that stuff, but he never launched out. But I'm thinking now it's probably dealing with Islam, that Islam is Babylon. So, and I have a feeling that if Russia comes down and destroys this caliphate that Vladimir is setting up in Iraq, it will be the end of Islam. It will be the destruction of Babylon. So we'll find out here. Because you are glad, because you rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown as fat as the heifers at grass and fellow as bulls. Fellow as bulls. Oh, luck, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Allah. But your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Could be talking about Babylon, we'll see. And about Baghdad. I don't know if this is Baghdad. Pretty much Islam really took off there. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited. But it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss all their plagues. So if this is talking about Iraq in our time, because it's prophecy, sounds like something really major is going to happen there. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. And if Babylon is Islam, I would say so. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For this is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she has done unto her. Cut out the sower from Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in time of harvest. Now to me this is talking about UN inspectors. They went into Iraq to destroy the weapons of mass destruction. And I think I'll quit here. Yeah, cut out the sword from Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword. And there's a lot of fear about being killed in Iraq right now. They shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. See, I was thinking about this as the UN inspectors, because they went in there to destroy the weapons of mass destruction, and then the fear of the oppressing sword, fear they're going to get destroyed, they end up going to their own land. And now it's changed, so now a lot of Muslims are going in there to set up ISIS, are going to try to flee out of there when they start getting destroyed, I think. Possibly. Yeah. For fear of the pressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. You need to get out of Iraq. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria hath devoured him, and last this Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon hath broken his bones. I always thought that was talking about Saddam, but he never really destroyed Israel. He shot 39 missiles into Israel during the Gulf War, but so I don't know. I think maybe this is talking about the past here. I'm not really sure. And I'll bring Israel again to his habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be dead. So in other words, Israel comes back into the land, and now this could be a mixture of the past with the present. Because Israel now back in the land. In those days and at that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for. They're going to be looking for the iniquity of Israel. It shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will pardon them whom I reserve. In other words, I guess it really doesn't matter if Israel's been bad or not, because God is going to pardon those whom He reserves. I think it's Jews. I think it's Kurds. They're going to be inhabiting Israel, probably after the whole place is just nuked to hell. Then God will pardon those whom He reserves. So that's when it's going to happen. A sound of battle is heard in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? The hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? That sounds like... Now who knows what the hammer of the whole earth is? I don't know. But if you read this chapter, you get the hammer and sickle in here, so maybe Russia is involved in it. You know, since Russia is now arming the opposition to destroy ISIS. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. And thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. And Chaldea is actually in Kuwait. In modern day Kuwait. Chaldea is located there. It's actually, the border between Iraq and Iran. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Of course, I think that happened. They used to blow up those places that had storehouses of weapons. So I think that's been fulfilled with the UN. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, time of their visitation. The voice of them that fleeth and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple. And if that's talking about the real temple, then God has a real long imagination. I mean, he holds a grudge for a long time. Or it could be talking about, since your body is the temple of God, and Islam destroying your temple, chopping your head, cutting your head off. Maybe it's that, I don't know. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done to unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. I think I'll stop it here. Bye.